Jabs, do you make it to top 5 in Supervive just by running away? Well, sorta. Hey, what's up guys? My name is JabsSkyWalker, but you can call me Jabs. I'm a diamond ranked Supervive player, and I thought I'd make a video about how to make it to the top 5. Just keep it simple, don't want to say, hey, this is how you make it to top 3, or this is how you win. Because, my top 3 wins are okay, and, I don't win every game. But making it to top 5, I feel like that is a way to kind of keep it simple and keep it achievable for now. And also, I'm speaking from the perspective of someone who is not a pro gamer. I am a casual gamer with a little bit of skill. I have never played a game pro before. It would be cool to go pro for Supervive, but that is a dream in the distant future. So right now, that is my perspective. I am an everyday casual gamer just like you. I just happen to know a thing or two about the game. I played the closed beta, so I know what I'm doing, okay? So you want to make it to the top 5 consistently, just like I do on my matches, right? Top 5 is not that hard to get, and I'm going to talk to you about that. So the first thing you want to be aware of, right? Supervive is a survival battle royale, okay? You have to survive and you have to be smart. There's a big map, there's a lot of places on it. There's a reason there are beacons everywhere on the map, all right? So my first thing I'm going to say to keep in mind when it comes to playing Supervive and playing ranked squads is to be smart about your landing. And what I mean by that is no, not exactly what I said in my last video, which was don't land on shields. I do still attest to that, and I do still believe that you shouldn't land directly on shields. But no, what I'm saying is don't be afraid to land on the outside of where you think people are going to land. Supervive has a landing zone, but that does not mean you can't go to other places on the map. For example, if you're on the corner of the map and you see, let's say you see the area where the ice is. I forget the name of it right now. I'm blanking on it. But let's say you're there, right? But the landing zone isn't there, but you can land somewhere that's close to go to the outskirts to farm. So that's just one example, but you want to really think about where you're landing. Think about your surroundings. Think about where people might land. Think about where your enemies usually go for your games. Rats Row. You probably don't want to land in Rats Row. Let's be real here. I'm sure you guys all know every time you land in Rats Row, you either win the team fight or lose it, and then it's on to the next queue, okay? So please think about this if you want to last to at least top 5. Like I said, it's not that hard to make it to top 5. I'm not saying I'm the best gamer in the world, all right? I'm saying do stuff that will help you along the way instead of hurt you. Like I said, don't land somewhere where you suspect enemies will be landing, okay? You don't want to do that. So the next thing you want to do, and this goes hand in hand with the map, and we're gonna go deeper with this, is look for camps. Looking for camps can really benefit your team, and here's why. The first reason is if there's not a camp that is taken, your team can take that. Now you have a space where you can go back to, you have vision, you can farm, you can get health back, you can get your armor back with some coins, okay? So what you're doing is exactly what it sounds like, right? It's a base, okay? You're setting up a nice base to where your team can go back to, go in and out from. If it's in a good spot in the circle, you're golden, all right? You don't really have to go too far out, all right? Especially if you land near shields. So if you have a nice base setup and then you have a path to go to a shield and then possibly back, all right, you can do that without any issues. Okay, you're gonna know where enemies are because the base is going to let you know if enemies are trying to take it or if they're in the area. You're really free to play however you want when you set up a base. Now, keep in mind though, on the same coin, people can also see that base, all right? So your enemies can see where you are. So taking a base is a 50-50 risk, but it's more beneficial than a risk, like I said, because it gives you that vision. It gives you somewhere to heal up. It gives you somewhere to get armor back, because getting armor back is pretty difficult. You either have to get armor packs, you have to find an armor zone somewhere on the map, and they're not always going to be close to you. So having a base is really beneficial. But like I said, you can see where enemies are based on their base. Pun intended, I guess. So just think about that for a sec. You know, you can look at the map and easily pinpoint where your enemies are. So are you going to go there or are you going to stay away from it? That is totally up to you. That is up to the type of player you are. That is not my say. However, I will say just be aware of the map. That's definitely going to help you reach top 5. Another thing, beacons. Okay, look for beacons on the map, right? If you see a team is reviving in a certain area, you know you can stay away from that zone. You don't have to challenge the beacon. If you want to challenge it, if it's close, you can. And the other thing is the radar, okay? So if someone has a radar going, you can actually see it on the map, and also they can see where you start the radar, all right? So when you're using that to look for enemies and you see the question marks, they can see where that was activated. So these are things to continue to look for. So point blank is have better map awareness, and you can definitely hit top 5 in most of your games. And another important thing, Supervive is kind of like Overwatch. Overwatch is a game based on sound. Okay, characters use their alts, they say certain things. You can hear footsteps, you can hear abilities, you know when certain abilities are cast. Supervive is the same way. So listen. Listening is going to be huge to keeping in the top 5 at least, okay? Listen to your surroundings. If you hear people flying around, do you know there are enemies near you? You know you can also spike them if possible. So just be aware of your surroundings and listen. You can't go on this game and bump Kendrick while you're playing it. As much as I would like to do that in a ranked game, I know damn well I can't, no matter how fire TV off is. I cannot listen to that and play ranked. I'm going to be throwing, and I'm just going to stay away from that. If you want to play casuals and bump music, go ahead. But keep that out of ranked, because Supervive is a heavy listening game. You have to listen to your surroundings. Throw on those Turtle Beaches, whatever you got. Throw on some type of headset. I don't care. It's going to help you out. It's going to have you hit that top 5 even easier, and you're going to rank up more. And the last thing, and this is pretty simple, but know when to take a fight and know when a fight is lost. It's very easy to lose a fight in Supervive. It's happened to me. I'm diamond ranked. I can't say all my team fights are great. I can't say all my engages are great. However, the reason I'm diamond ranked is because I know when a fight is won and I know when it's lost. So if you keep that in mind, it's only going to help you rank up. It's only going to help you stay in the top 5. Know when to get out of there. Know when to engage. Keep a look out for your surroundings. Make sure that you have somewhere to retreat to as well. You don't want to be against a wall and start a fight. You also don't want to be sandwiched and start a fight. If there are 2 enemy teams on either side of you, GTFO, you gotta leave, or you're more than likely going to lose the game. You can't start fights in between two teams. You're the one that's sandwiched, and they don't give a fuck. They're just going to come after you. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep all those tips in mind, and I really do think you can hit top 5 a lot more consistently, a lot easier. This was a more slow-paced video. I wanted to be real with you and just talk with you and let you know what I think and how to make it to top 5 consistently, considering I have done it. I showed you my stats, so you have the proof there. Let me know what you think of this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more Supervive content. Thank you so much for the love you've already given me on my previous videos, and I'll see you in the next one, hunters. Thanks and peace out.